It's week 10 of the NFL, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Jaguars and the Vikings, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, the Vikes.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
There's nothing harder in sports than being a young rookie starting quarterback. So here you have J.J. McCarthy. We saw him accomplish everything there was to have in Michigan in college, and now he finds himself in the league trying to make the adjustment. But if there's one thing every rookie quarterback would love to have, Mike, it's Justin Jefferson.
They face 2nd down and 7. They run it once more with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings. On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. The kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
Lawrence now on second down. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. RPO, they throw it to Rice. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. We're starting to see this a lot in the NFL. Not only 4th down tries are up, but throwing the ball short of the sticks. Teams are so reliant nowadays on yards after the catch. It can feel a little dicey upon reception, but a nice job here, and fortunately for them, it picks up the 1st down.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he'll take it on in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to run for it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And as we move into the 2nd half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. That's complete to Rice. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
2nd down and 3. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down, but there is a penalty marker there. May have jumped the snap just a bit. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. On 1st down, Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Lawrence. That's complete to ETN.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another 1st down. And that last throw not going to account for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the 1st half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more.
What a move! He's in! Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run here with Akers. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McCarthy. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll put Addison in motion. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out, and the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.